Hi everyone, welcome to science class. Today's Monday, and this is a two-day lesson on the rainforest biome. This lesson is for Monday and also for Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed the rainforest sound. Here's a picture of four beautiful rainforests. You'll notice that they all have dark, lush vegetation, trees and plants. They all have water in the pictures. They are all jungle rainforests, and they get lots and lots of rain. Now, there are two types of rainforests in the world, temperate and tropical. Temperate rainforests are the rainforests with cooler temperatures, and most of the animals are ground dwellers. They make their home on the ground floor. Temperate rainforests are found along some coasts and temperate zones. The largest temperate rainforests are found on the Pacific coast of North America, and they stretch from Oregon to Alaska for about 1,200 miles. There are some smaller temperate rainforests found on the east coast of Chile in South America. Also, there are a few strips of temperate rainforests found in Japan, Norway, New Zealand, and southern Australia. Our focus today is going to be on the second type of rainforest, the tropical rainforest. These rainforests are located near the equator and are hot, humid, and of course, very rainy. I want to show you a map of the largest rainforest in the world. The green areas are where you find the tropical rainforests. So let's take an imaginary line and cut this paper in half horizontally. That's where you'd find the equator. Most tropical rainforests are located near the equator. 1/3 of the world's tropical rainforests are found even in Brazil and South America. You'll also find them located in Southeast Asia and the Pacific Islands on this map here. Do you see the continent of Africa? West Africa has about 18% of the world's rainforests, and that's the Congo River Basin. Do you see the dark green area on South America? That's the Amazon rainforest, the largest rainforest in the world. That's the one we're going to talk about in more detail today. So we know there's two types of rainforests, tropical and temperate. Both share some common characteristics. Both rainforests have a huge biodiversity of animals and plants. Both get tons of rain, but the one big difference between these two is that the tropical rainforests are warm and humid, and temperate rainforests are cool. Okay, so here's a question for you. Are most rainforests tropical or temperate? Take a minute to think about the answer. Okay, if you said tropical, you're correct. Okay, now we're going to move on and discuss the layers of a rainforest. On this diagram here, you'll see there are four layers: the emergent layer, canopy, understory, and forest. Each layer has unique plants and animals that live there. Let's start with the emergent layer. The trees here receive the most sunlight, but they also face the strongest winds and the hottest temperatures. Of course, they're at the top. The second layer, the canopy layer, the trees grow more closely together. This is where you're going to see branches and leaves of most of all the trees. Very little sunlight gets through the canopy to the plants below. So the areas under the canopy are really warm and wet and dark. Okay, so underneath the canopy is the third layer called the understory, made up of younger trees and leafy plants. The plants in the understory don't need much sunlight, thank goodness. This layer has your leaf-eating animals that live in this section. The forest floor is the fourth layer. Even less sunlight reaches this fourth layer. A few plants grow here, but most can't. The forest floor is home to termites and ants and bugs and fungi and bacteria. You'll also find some of your larger rainforest animals that can't climb trees. Okay, here's a look again at the 4 layers of the rainforest from the highest to the lowest. All right, now let's get to the fun stuff. Let's take a look at the animal species found here. Let's start at the top with the scarlet macaw, a very social and intelligent animal. They are found in the canopy and emergent layers. The next animal is the jaguar. We're going to go clockwise. Jaguars climb into the understory. They live on the forest floor. They climb up into the understory and sit on tree branches ready to pounce on their prey, or maybe take a nap. The third animal is the blue morpho butterfly. They live in the canopy layers, but they will sometimes fly into other sections of the forest when they're looking for a mate. Our fourth picture is the brown-throated three-toed sloth. He is so cute. The sloths are very slow-moving and they are always happy to sleep. In fact, they sleep up to 15 hours a day in the canopy area. They eat lots of leaves and fruit off the trees. Okay, here are 3 more species found in a tropical rainforest. At the top, the black howler monkey. They hang out at the tops of the trees and have a very loud noise they make. If you've been to the Jacksonville Zoo, you've probably heard them. The second animal is called the capybara. Oops, looks like I spelled it incorrectly. It's spelled C-A-P-Y-B-A-R-A. They're a large rodent. They are pretty heavy. They weigh up to 100 pounds. They're as big as a dog, and they live on the ground forest floor. The third species here is the poisonous dart frog. They are very hard to see. They're so tiny, they're like 1/2 to 2 inches long, but they're also one of the most beautifully colored animals in the world. They can be found in trees as well as under leaves and rocks on the floor of the forest. Okay, this next slide is just a quick summary of the 4 layers of the rainforest that we talked about. At the bottom is a web link if you want to explore in a little more detail. Here are also some facts about each one of the tropical rainforest layers. Take your time to read through this. Okay, my friends, I hope you enjoyed our talk about the tropical rainforest. I am giving you an assignment to work on for the next 2 days. This assignment won't be due until Wednesday night, so you have 3 days to complete it. Tomorrow there will not be a new video lesson. I want you to work on this assignment. All right, number 1, draw a picture of the 4 layers of a tropical rainforest and label each layer. You're welcome to follow the examples found in this slide presentation on slides 5 and 10. Remember, color your diagram using color pencils and/or some markers. Number 2, or part 2 of this assignment. On a separate sheet of notebook paper, make a list of at least 4 animals and 2 plant species found in each of the 4 layers of the Amazon rainforest. So here's some bullet points under this part 2. Be specific when you list the plants, trees, or vegetation, since there are thousands of varieties found in the rainforest. Bullet point 2, you may use examples from the slide presentation, or there are lots of examples from books or anything online. Bullet point 3, if you aren't sure what forest layer a particular animal or plant lives in, explore the link I provided on this prez or research it. For example, howler monkeys live in the emergent layer and are rarely seen on the forest floor. Hi guys, sorry for the interruption. If you aren't sure what forest layer a particular animal or plant lives in, explore the links I provided on this presentation. For example, howler monkeys live in the emergent layer and are rarely seen on the forest floor. Fourth bullet point, make sure the animals are found in the Amazon rainforest. For example, leopards live in the African rainforest, not the Amazon, so they would not be a good choice for this assignment. And last bullet point, make sure you head up your paper with the name of this assignment, your full name, and your class number. Okay, both parts of this assignment should be turned in together when you're done in one homework drop by Wednesday night. So this gives you 3 days to work on it, okay? Reminder, put your name on everything you submit for the science folder. Save your work as a PDF file. Make sure you name the file with your name and student number and the name of the assignment. And lastly, upload anything that has to do with science into the science folder. I hope you guys enjoy work on this assignment, and I will talk to you again on Wednesday.